米大リーグドジャースの大谷翔平選手は、日本時間6日、敵地マイアミで行われたマーリンズ戦に、1番指名打者で先発出場しました。試合が動いたのは5回、無四二塁の場面でした。大谷選手は相手先発アルカンタラ投手の 97.7 マイル、約157キロのシンカーを完璧に捉え、打球は右翼席へ飛び込みました。打球速度は 117.9 マイル、約 189.7 キロ。飛距離386フィート、約 117.8 メートル。滞空時間はわずか 3.68 秒という弾丸ライナーで、4月30日に続いてアルカンタラ投手から放った今季2本目のホームランとなりました。この日の試合は、地元メディア、スポーツネット LA が中継。実況はステファン・ネルソン氏。解説は1992年ナ・リーグ新人王で通算284本塁打を記録したエリック・キャロス氏が務めました。ネルソン氏は、
ライトへ大きな当たり、スタンドに入るか、入った、ドジャース、今日2本目のツーランホームランだ。
と興奮気味に実況。キャロス氏も、
いや、打球の勢いがすごかったね。
と簡単の声を上げていました。さらに、大谷選手の打球はドジャースのブルペンへ飛び込み、球団のフィジカルセラピスト、ジョナサン・アーブ氏が見事にキャッチ。この奇跡の瞬間に対し、実況席では、
ブルペンでジョナサンが見事キャッチしたね。ブルペンで起きたんだから、見てくれ、この映像を。
と大いに盛り上がりました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Well, I'm going to go with a guy, Shohei Ohtani. He's back in Miami for the first time since he went 6 for 6, 3 homers, 10 RBIs, reached 50-50 for the first time in baseball history. He's not going to do that today, but he is going to send one to the people.
How about all three guys pitch? How about all three guys get their foot down? Come on, to the people.
Well, reaching 50-50 would take like 40 homers tonight.
Well, I'm just saying 6 for 6. All right.
Alongside Eric Karros in the booth, I am Stephen Nelson. Kirsten Watson is back with us. She's down on the field. We're going to talk to Kirsten in just a moment. But EK, the Dodgers return to Miami. The last time they were here, the last game played here, Shohei Ohtani made baseball history.
Yeah, we certainly saw some great baseball on that afternoon. Shohei Ohtani having one of the best days in baseball history at the plate. Why it separates itself from other great days, though, is because of the milestones that he checked off. The 50 home runs, the 50 stolen bases. And you know he does nothing in small fashion, much like when he accomplished the 40-40. It was a walk-off grand slam.
So as we say hello to Kirsten Watson, yeah, 6 for 6 for Ohtani in that game, 5 extra base hits, but it wasn't his first moment in Miami.
Lone Depot Park might be Shohei Ohtani's favorite place. It's where they won the World Baseball Classic with Team Japan, where he struck out Mike Trout in that final at-bat. This place is so special for him, and even the guys have been teasing about it all day, asking, remember what happened last year on September 19th? Remember when you went 6 for 6, the 50-50? And he even responded, he's like, a little bit, I kind of remember it. But the guys, they're just so excited for him to be back here. Even Dave Roberts was telling me his favorite moment from that game on September 19th was, it was the 50th home run, but it was how he looked back into the dugout, just sharing the moment with his teammates. So they're excited to see him back in the scene of the place, guys.
A special place indeed, Kirsten. But more recent history for Ohtani and the Dodgers. Good history against Sandy Alcantara, the Marlins ace. When they saw him at Dodger Stadium, EK, they took it to him.
Yeah, he was not the version of the Cy Young Award that he won a few years earlier. Was not good at all for all intents and purposes. And the Dodger offense just absolutely took to him. But they've been taking to everybody as of late. You see what they did in that series against the Marlins, outscored them 34-15. They went on to swing the series. The offense has been rolling, and it continues as we get to Florida.
Ohtani stays away from ball 2.
I mean, you look at that day, just unreal, right? 5 extra base hits, the 10 RBIs. I mean, the only way he tops that is if he was also pitching that day, right? I mean, just an unreal afternoon.
Swings through, strike 2. Our friend Joe D said on the call that day, greatest day in baseball history. And given the milestones that he hit in that game, strong case for it. 2 balls, 2 strikes against him leading off today. Alcantara gets him back.
So already, I can tell you a big difference. Not only is he throwing strikes, but it's 97, 98, 99. I mean, the velo is much better than what we saw at Dodger Stadium. And all those pitches right around the plate.
Alcantara's 1-1. Rip back foul for strike 2. You know, it's interesting for Ohtani. 34 games gone. He actually has more homers and stolen bases this year than he did through 34 games last season. This year he's got 8 home runs, 9 bags. Last year it was 7 and 7 this same juncture. Let go. 2-2.
So that's really the first non-competitive pitch that we've seen this evening from Sandy. And if you go back to that last start he had at Dodger Stadium, that was something that we saw a lot more frequently.
He's all over the place. Now, the home run and stolen base numbers for Ohtani, one thing. The RBI total is another. He's got 8 home runs, just 11 ribbies. I mean, the last RBI that didn't come from a home run, you got to go back to April 16th.
Yeah.
His RBI single against the Rockies.
But remember, those things come in bunches. You know, you look at last year, you got into October and August, and then all of a sudden, it was just driving in a run, hitting with runners in scoring position every time.
Here's the 3-2. Ball 4 and a 1-out walk for Shohei. Ohtani running and stealing second. Tenth stolen base of the season for Ohtani.
All right, so what do we need? One more bag, 3 home runs, a couple doubles, 10 RBIs, and we're well on our way. You see Shohei going to the outside part of the bag, making that tag as far away as possible.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, he could hit 10-10. I get a little annoyed every time I see the 59 because he had 60 in Colorado. Or he would have had 60 if not for the one that was taken away in Colorado. Flight out to right field in his first official plate appearance. He takes one the other way, and Hae-Sung Kim has his first big league knock. An opposite field single off Sandy Alcantara. Welcome to the show.
Now a threat to run. I mean, you don't want to do it really with Shohei up, but man, when you got that kind of speed, wouldn't put it past him.
This year he's 14 for 14 in stolen base attempts, 13 of those down in OKC. 1-1 on Ohtani, and yeah, got to get that baseball. There goes Kim. Here's the throw to second. He's safe and remains perfect on the bases. Thank you, Kirsten. We'll get another look at Hae-Sung Kim taking off for second.
Well, we talked about him being a threat, especially when he got down there. Even with Shohei up at the plate, gave Shohei a strike, and then once there was one strike against him, all bets are off, and Kim off to the races.
Comet can fly. Now he's in scoring position for Ohtani. Still no outs in the top of the 5th on this 2-2. Alcantara misses low, and the count is now full. Kim on after his first hit in Major League Baseball to go with the ones he racked up in the KBO. Ohtani smokes the ball to right field. Does it stay up? It will. Second 2-run blast for the Dodgers today.
Well, I'll tell you, as hard as that thing was hit, if that wasn't going over the fence, it was going through the fence. 118 miles an hour off the bat.
I mean, Jonathan making that catch in the bullpen. I think that everybody was happier for the catch by J. Herb. Yeah. That's right.
Well, that's the bigger event right now. It's out there in the bullpen. And look at this. Look at this. Forget Shohei just went deep on 118 mile an hour.
Herb just caught it.
Yeah. Like, look at this.
Yeah!
So good.
Anyway, Jay.
Dude, you know you got to get Shohei to sign that thing, and that thing is going up on your mantle.
Yeah, honestly, that's a line out for Ohtani. That's not a homer. Jonathan caught it. Mookie will poke it to right center field. Myers will race in and make the catch. Kirsten Watson has some more.
Yeah, guys, it wasn't just Jonathan having an incredible celebration. Please watch Shohei as he turns around to Hae-Sung, jumping for joy for him. You could just see this group. They love Hae-Sung Kim so much, and they have such a special relationship. So for him to get his first big league hit, for them to be able to celebrate, nothing better, guys.
Not at all curious, and that's the good stuff.
So Kim at second with nobody out. Dodgers leading 3-0 in the 2-2. This is low. Ohtani last week was 3 for 10 with a homer and a triple. That homer came against Alcantara, but he was on base constantly. He drew 5 walks. Well, now Laz Diaz is saying the count is 2-2, not 3-2. So I suppose it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next offering. Swung on, lifted in the air, deep right field. This is gonna go. And what a catch. And it's 5-0.
The exit velo, 118. There was not much launch angle or trajectory. Remember the home run? I believe it was in LA. One of the ones Agustin Ramirez hit on the line. This ball, a rocket.
This is your all-state good hands replay. What a catch. And that guy was going nuts. A snow cone grab. That is the hardest hit ball of the season by Shohei Ohtani. 3.8 miles an hour harder than his homer against Sandy Alcantara leading off the bottom of the first last week. 117.9 miles an hour.
You know, there's one thing about Ohtani coming to town, but when he comes to town and he's hot, I mean, coming into tonight, his last 8 games, 8 extra base hits and a 400 average.
It's the 7th hardest hit ball of the major league season. Jeez. It's now the 18th time in his career he's had a homer and a stolen base in a game since the start of last season.
And behind you was Shohei Ohtani, who was able to bring you home with that home run. We saw him celebrating you. Did he say anything to you, or just how exciting was it to have that moment with him?
그냥 들어오자마자 홈런은 오타니 선수가 쳤는데 저한테 축하한다고 해주셔가지고 너무 기분 좋았던 것 같습니다.
He was happier for you than he was for his own home run with the game, or excuse me, with the ball, that first hit. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it to your family? Do you put it somewhere special?
그거 이제 집에 잘 갖다 놔야죠. 제 야구하면서 좋은 추억이니까 잘 갖다 놔야 될 것 같습니다.
Carl's Jr. moment of the game, Shohei Ohtani. This is a line drive that leaves the yard. D-Train, also a great catcher by Jonathan Erb in that bullpen out there. He's Dodgers physical therapist. Got nice hands.
Yeah, Shohei Ohtani got a fastball center cut at 98 miles an hour. You're not getting that baseball back. He got his foot down and did not miss it. Love that swing, and I know he loves hitting in that ballpark. We've seen this movie way too many times.
They were fired up in the bullpen as well. Nomar, that was the hardest hit home run across Major League Baseball this season.
Not surprising. I mean, he's Shohei Ohtani, and he hits the ball hard, and he hits it loud. I think we heard it all the way over here in South Bay when he hit that.
Well, let's go Access 360 right now. We can break down this home run by Shohei Ohtani, number 9 on the season for the Big Show.
I tell you what, John, I mean, this was exactly where you want a pitch if you're a hitter. You know, you got a 2-2 count, but you get one center cut like this. I mean, we look at it in the strike zone, you're like, right there, right down the middle. These are ones that if you miss, you go home at night, you start thinking like, oh, I got one over the middle of the plate. But at the same time, even if you get it over the middle of the plate and it's up in the upper 90s, you still have to have your timing right, your head down, great swing on it, staying through it, and driving it out of the ballpark. I mean, he is so strong. I mean, he hits this on a line. Probably oftentimes, you know, the launch angle may not go out, but because he's Shohei Ohtani, because he can hit it so hard, it's going to go out for him. And obviously high fives, but you know what I really love is this right here. Access 360 breaking down the excitement he has for his teammate getting his first hit in the big leagues.
What a night for the Dodgers, for Shohei, for Hae-Sung Kim as well. They get a victory. It was a day of milestones.
またこの日は韓国出身のキム・ヘソン内野手がメジャー初先発。5回の第2打席ではレフト前にクリーンヒットを放ち、嬉しいメジャー初安打を記録しました。その直後、大谷選手が9号2ランを放ち、キム選手もホームに生還しました。ダッグアウトでは、大谷選手がジャンプを繰り返しながら、キム選手とハイタッチを交わすなど、自身の本塁打以上に仲間の活躍を喜ぶ姿が印象的でした。ドジャース球団は公式インスタグラムや X でもこのシーンを速報で紹介し、2人の絆を強調しました。韓国国内のファンからも、
キム・ヘソンのメジャー初ヒットにめっちゃ笑顔で喜んでる大谷にくっそ癒された。
キムが打って大谷がホームラン打つの熱いと歓喜の声が多数寄せられています。ご視聴ありがとうございました。明日以降も大谷選手の活躍をお届けしますので、チャンネル登録と高評価をよろしくお願いします。